Welcome to my humble abode. I'm Yorkie the Talespinner, and this is Tales Over Coffee, where we welcome the day with a narrative tale and a cup of coffee, in the hope of having a blessed day. Let's return now to episode 5, Same Stitch, of Batman the Enemy Within, the second of the Batman TellTale series. Now, we had been working with John, Joker, on being a hero, but I think he's gone full psycho at this point. Let's see. He didn't like that we were letting Waller go. He wants to kill her. That's not what a hero does, but okay. And he threw bombs, and we fell down a broken roof and basically got impaled.
A guy walks into a doctor's office. The guy says, Doc, I've got this thing with my hands. It won't stop shaking and it's driving me mad. And the doctor says, have you been drinking a lot? And the guy says, no, not really.
Oh, no. Not you two. I guess Joker's made an impression on everyone.
Oh, no, this was in my repertoire long before Joker. Almost prescient of me.
Yeah, unfortunate.
You were just a little taller than my knee. I'd tell it and you'd laugh and laugh. I thought I was quite hilarious. Haven't seen you laugh like that in a long while.
Not much to laugh
I
at
decided
these
my
days.
bedside manners could use some adjustment. Admonishing you never seems to get us anywhere. Try not to move until the painkillers settle in. That leg still needs to heal, as do the 3rd, 8th, and 10th ribs.
I mean, if they're really
How
good
did I get here?
painkillers.
Agent
able to move
Vesta,
upwards.
she managed to get you into the Batmobile. The car arrived here, and I tended to you. It must be nice to be reminded that you have friends you can count on. And then there are friends who do things like this. He could have killed you. He nearly did.
I hate to say it, but... maybe he really is a lost cause.
You should see the news. Computer, bring up all live news feeds. Filter for the word Joker.
Gotham is still picking up the pieces after a man calling himself Joker led an assault on the
There has been
GCPD.
no confirmation whether Amanda Waller, director of the agency, is still alive.
The pursuit led onto the sidewalk where frightened citizens dove for cover.
Officers chased the madman for hours after the
We
attack,
know
but
that
lost him in the
11
chaos.
people were
This
seriously injured.
incident has many wondering, who is the Joker? Where did he come from? And where will his reign of terror end?
You told him being aware of his anger was the first step to overcoming it.
First step.
Reports have confirmed 8 casualties.
But I'm afraid that awareness has only shown him a path to channel that anger. You helped make him, you know.
I think it was Teddy Pratchett I once read saying, they say the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Well, they all end at the first step.
Excuse me?
This Joker, from the start, John has hung on your every word. Bend over backwards to please you. Your influence is everywhere in him, even the part of you that is darkest. And now he is that.
I can't give up on him, Al. There's still a chance I can bring him back from the edge.
So conflicted
You're
right now.
just saying that he may already be
I
a
know,
lost
I'm
cause.
so conflicted.
Just because I have doubt doesn't mean I've already passed judgment.
You're not.
What, Al?
Nothing. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said all that to you, the shape you're in. I've had too much time to think while you've been recovering.
Right, now we could use some of the Deadpool or super healing, or Wolverine if you want to go Marvel.
Careful now. All the way up, Batman.
God.
It's time to meet your new partner.
Sorry, my what?
That was your cue, dear. Did you not?
I'm not ready!
It's
Tiffany
Yes.
is my partner.
I was hesitant at first, but I just couldn't talk her out of it, Bruce. She has your drive, your passion. Just like when you became that
God.
man. That's a difficult thing to say no to.
Yeah.
At least hear her out.
She's not ready for that.
Al. No, Tiffany's not even close to being ready for
She
something
doesn't
like
even have a
this.
code name.
Well, then I guess you'll just have to shatter her dreams when you tell her.
Al,
You invited her into this when you told her you were Batman. We may have our doubts, but you need the help right now.
Not as
and
an
I mean
ally,
you to have
not
it.
as a sidekick. Oh God. I can't help but think having bats around all that sensitive equipment is probably not a good move. There'll be guano everywhere.
You have to put a stop to him, Bruce. I know you will, but whatever feelings you may have had for John, don't let him use them against you. You can't allow him to cloud your judgment.
it's not that easy, Al. He was my friend. I can't just treat him like every other criminal.
Then you'll need to be on your guard.
If I show up with Tiffany, he's going to be jealous that I betrayed him and gone with someone else.
While you were out, I've kept abreast of the authorities' search for Joker and his associates.
All right.
John has often mentioned he misses Arkham. Maybe he's hiding there.
I thought of that. I'm afraid our own drone network has come up empty in a search of the asylum grounds and its catacombs.
The agency searched the subway lair the Pact had been using. They found nothing and razed what was left to the ground.
As for the GCPD, they've investigated John's other favorite haunt, the stacked deck. Interviews there yielded nothing useful, other than the fact John and a few of his regulars he's recruited to his cause haven't frequented the establishment in over a week or so.
Willie Deaver on the left, and that's Frank Dumfrey. Waller set up a stakeout at the funhouse after her agents' bodies were found. She has people there around the clock. John's gone to ground and in none of the usual places that we know about.
I'm
Where
done.
is it?
My word. Well, you certainly look the part.
Just wait till you see what it can do. Oh my God. Bruce, are you okay?
Don't worry, it looks worse than it is.
Yes, you get
Yeah.
used to him lying like this, unfortunately.
Is this what happens to you all the time?
Yeah. Put her off all the time.
Alfred's right, Tiffany. This happens all the time. Me getting hurt or almost killed.
And this time he's telling the truth.
It's a long shot, but the water tower, where Joker set his ambush for the agency, it's still an active crime scene. With a little bit of luck, there may be something there I can use to track him.
I'm coming with you. Chemical sniffers, advanced sensor suites, early warning defense nodes, all with sync capability directly to your cowl. It scans and catalogs evidence in a nanosecond. Maybe even faster than the Bat computer. It's even got some defensive options. Non-lethal, of course.
Oh, God,
Sounds like
go
a
for it.
plan.
I don't want to.
I won't let you down.
I don't know what I'm
I
even
won't let
doing
either
now.
of you down.
Let's
I
get
don't
to
want to
work.
crush her.
You'll need these. For the pain.
But Tiffany, you're not hiding your face at all.
You're forgetting something.
Oh, now she is. With a scheme. Alright, I guess that's a thing. I hope you're good in a fight, Tiffany, because you're going to get slaughtered otherwise. You'll be joining Daddy much quicker than you expect. And he's dead 10:35 PM.
Nervous?
Isn't everyone before their first crime scene? How do you... I mean, how do we do this?
Watch what I do, and keep cool.
Easier said than done.
You'll get the hang of it. How do I sound?
Different.
Oh God, that's not how it's supposed to sound.
Well, it's definitely masking your voice.
That needs some work.
You'll get it.
Actually, it's freaky enough that it might be a distraction. Stick with it.
Batman, I didn't expect to see you here. And this is?
She's with me, Detective.
We might not be able to give you a lot of time.
With Waller kidnapped and me getting canned, no one's sure whose jurisdiction this crime scene falls under. The agencies or the GCPD's. So for now, let's go ahead and say it's yours, all right? My people are here to help however they can.
Glad you're here, Jim. I'd heard that...
Technically, I'm not here. Not in an official capacity, anyway.
Working outside of the law. Let me know if you need any pointers.
Then again, just a note, if the boss man shows up in plain clothes in the office, he's still the boss man.
What should we be looking for?
After the pack separated, Joker had to find somewhere else to hide. There could be clues here that tell us where that is, and where he may have taken Waller.
But seriously, that voice, I recommend she keeps it. Just like he uses fear, that weirdness for a voice for her, that would be a momentary distraction, could give an edge.
So this partnership between you and Batman, when did that happen?
It's new.
Venom trail.
Drone.
Bane's venom.
His suit was punctured. It's everywhere.
Is it useful?
No. Not in finding Joker.
I'll add it to ignore on the drone search filters.
Also, you need to build that into your costume, not have it on your little tablet there. Tablets can get dropped, they're not attached to you. Just like the bat's got his glove. Why are we going upstairs? Didn't read that I said use it. Well.
Welcome, Agency Pigs.
Here I thought that was our nickname.
Now, you're not the agency.
Festive, but not a lead. Not sure Riddler would like the new decor.
This Joker guy going nuts. I heard it started with Riddler's murder, that he's blaming Waller for it. Wouldn't actually surprise me.
Riddler's murder? Really?
But maybe it was always just a matter of time before he snapped. A Maker's Mark. WD. Willie Deaver, Joker's associate. What do you have on him?
Machinist by trade, with a storied employment history. He's been fired from almost every factory and chemical plant in Gotham. Has a drinking problem, apparently. We're gonna need to narrow this down a bit.
Hey, can I see your notes?
Sure thing, kid.
Is this... You write your notes on paper?
Yeah, well, I put them in the computer when I get to the office.
I mean, you could put them down in a phone.
Kid, look.
I'll keep looking.
Old style.
I miss this, you know. You and me raking over a crime scene. I messed it up, didn't I? Now, in the early days when we were chasing you, not realizing you were one of the good guys, you and I came to an agreement. We'd work together to make Gotham safer. I lost my head the other day. I want you to know I'm sorry. I cracked, like I said I would when Waller first moved in.
You were just doing what you thought was right, Jim. There's nothing to apologize for.
You're a good man for saying that.
We'll make mistakes, Jim. We've made plenty.
I've missed this too.
Got something interesting. It's a faint signal.
Knife.
Joker's knife. Must have lost it after he went into a frenzy against Bane.
John Doe thought he could take on Bane?
He's not half bad in a fight, actually. Bane's blood won't lead us to Joker. Nothing of note.
Right, so that's not a useful thing. Waller controller.
A controller to the shock collars that Waller's using on the Pact. Damaged. Can you isolate the signal from this device?
Sure, but why?
I've seen what these collars can do. Might come in handy.
Might be fun too, a little pain, a little electrostim. Who doesn't mind that? I did not say that. I did not say that.
Forensics ran it through the system. Found it was stolen from the stacked deck a few weeks ago.
I recognize it. It's been customized since then.
My drone can analyze it. Just point and I'll shoot.
Custom plates.
Probably didn't get this done at the DMV.
Wouldn't think so.
Lil Puddin'?
Must be his way of remembering his time with Harley. Get some details on this paint.
Funny. Doesn't look like a rush job.
Because it's not. The drone sees a body shop quality strip below the top layer.
The paint uses a stripping solvent that hasn't met compliance standards since...
Cross-referencing this with Willie Deaver's employment history. There's only one match. Ace Chemicals. Their main plant was shut down last year after the city cited them for multiple safety violations.
Sounds like Joker's kind of place.
Because of the paint.
The plant's been abandoned ever since. Perfect hiding spot.
We found him.
Well, well, well. What's all this then?
Oh,
a bat
Hallie.
and a walking mustache, trespassing on my crime scene.
You escaped.
You got it all wrong, Batty boy. I'm here on agency business.
For the love of God.
That's right. I'm one of the good guys now. So hand over everything you found before I knock out those pearly whites. In the name of the law.
Batman, we don't have time to mess around with this clown.
Make time, copper. You all take orders from me now.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You with a badge. What a joke.
This from a talking bat. Let me show you how things work around here now, Batsy. This is Agent Quinn, suppressing fire.
Get gone. Whoop.
These suits are convinced I can save their director from Big Bad Joker. They'll do anything for me. So all you gotta do is tell me where John took her so I can get back to my job. After all, Johnny Boy and I are due for a nice long talk.
I'm not
working with Harley.
Can't say I'm surprised.
If it was the Harley from her own comics, maybe there might be a chance to an extent. Because she's a crazy... she's crazy, but she's an anti-hero rather than a villain as such. At least it used to be when I was reading them a few years ago. This Harley, no.
And here I thought being diplomatic would work with you people. Oh well, I'll try something you can understand. My name's Hey! You cops can't just shoot people like that!
I'm off,
shoot a person.
Hello? What's the go- you idiot!
Asset in the line of fire! Don't shoot!
I could hack those collars in my sleep.
You son of a...
Montoya!
Got it, sir.
That didn't work too well now, did it, Harley?
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Sending you off to Blackgate, where you belong.
Blackgate?
Oh, please! The agency isn't gonna let me sit in a cell.
I must be the prison.
I'm an asset. I'm gonna get what I want, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it.
You think you're in control? You'll live the rest of your life under the agency's thumb.
No, that ain't how this works. I'm doing this thing on my terms, no one else's.
Now tell that to Waller when she gets back in the office. Go find Joker before he carves up Waller. I'll clean up this mess.
Have your people hold back until I call them. Waller's life may depend on a stealthy approach.
Batman. Good hunting.
I mean, Batman doesn't kill. With Waller, maybe he doesn't save lives. I mean, he will, I'm sure. But Waller's scum in this. As the leader of Suicide Squad, she's not scum. She's extremely pragmatic to the point of neutral between good and evil. But here she's scum. Well, I hope you've got a resistance to the side effects, because it's not going to do you any good if you're woozy, or if you fall excuse me, if you fall asleep.
Batman, got a visual on Joker and Waller. Doesn't look like he's hurt her.
Not yet.
I'm in the rafters, out of sight. Say the word if you need help.
Thanks.
Bruce, I know you and Waller have your differences, but she doesn't deserve this.
You're talking about someone who's willing to manufacture and use a virus to try and...
I take complete responsibility.
Louder, so the camera can pick it up.
Took you long enough.
Batman! Thank God! I mean, I assumed you'd be okay. You're Batman, for Pete's sake. But still, are you okay, buddy? I was really worried about you.
You nearly killed me when you blew up that roof.
Sorry about that. I just got a little carried away. I had to do something. Waller was about to walk away. But get this. I'm this close to getting Waller to admit to every terrible thing she's ever done.
Knife point's not going to count.
I'll deliver her punishment. It'll, of course, have to reflect the enormity of her crimes.
Waller needs to go to trial. Maybe spend the rest of her life in a cell. But not whatever this is.
Do you know how long that would take? You know, I don't know why you're not more into this. Think of everything she's put you through! Everyone is disposable to her. Even her own age.
Yes, I know I've made mistakes. You try to do the right thing, but there's always a cost. Just ask your pal Batman there. He'll say the same thing. I do what I do for a reason. I'm not ashamed.
Don't play innocent.
I play to win. When I lose, good people die.
You're totally right. She sucks! Let's keep the show rolling. We've heard your excuses. You didn't mean for people to get hurt. Collateral damage, yada yada yada. But there's one crime that can't be excused.
Rudeness.
You killed
the
Riddler. And then you tried to pin it on me!
Didn't kill him. Like I said.
It was you! You killed Riddler! Say it!
I will not.
I'm starting to think she didn't.
If there's one thing
I wasn't ever sure.
By watching you, violence solves a lot of problems!
Oh dear God, that's the wrong lesson.
Damn it, Batman! Stay out of my way! You need a distraction. While I get my confession.
The way Boss talked about you, I thought you'd be bigger.
When you heard sizes and everything. It's what you do with it.
You move, she dies. I'm trying really, really hard to do things your way. I want to just slice her throat right here, right now.
This isn't my way.
Really? Today, this isn't your way? You're just saying things, trying to trip me up. Just like Waller. She justifies her crimes, says they're for the greater good, just like you. You both use that word, justice, as an excuse, so you can do whatever you want. I thought you and I were two threads in the same stitch.
I'm nothing like Waller.
You're either lying or stupid, Bats. I don't know why I didn't see it sooner. Trying to do things your way was a mistake.
Oh dear God.
Waller killed Riddler.
Yeah, he lost it.
And she deserved death!
It wasn't Waller!
Tiffany?
Tiffany?
I can't let someone else pay for my crime.
Tiffany?
Waller didn't kill Riddler. I did. I know it was wrong.
Tiffany?
Now.
God, are you kidding me? These are the people you want to protect. I should kill them both. Everyone here is guilty. This is
I'm gonna tell Tiffany to get back. That'll
Leave
just
them out of this, Joker. This is about you and me.
Tell that to your distraction over there.
I used a drone and these. There's your proof.
You want to sacrifice yourself
But it
for
was
Waller?
someone standing up there, wasn't
Go
it?
ahead.
Oh.
Just hold on.
Murder is wrong. Trust the system. Violence isn't the answer. People just pick and choose what they believe.
Come on, I'm trying to go up.
And you're no different.
He's down! Hands where we can see them!
After everything we've been through together, this is how it ends.
I'll get you help. I won't abandon you.
You want me to go back to the beginning? To Arkham? Where it all started? I've come so far since then, Batman.
Watch yourself, you three.
You. I believed in you, Batman. Like I never believed in anything. And it was all a lie!
Oh, shit! Yep, please don't.
Sean.
It's Joker!
Full on Joker madness at this point.
That's enough.
I was such an idiot. I was so busy looking at you, admiring you, wanting to be like you, be loved by you. I lost myself. But not anymore.
Try some electro stim yourself. Not over the hat, Batman, you can stop it. Ow! Looks like the fight's gone out of the dog.
I guess that's it. I really wanted to be a hero, you know?
Heroes don't kill.
But
in comics.
I just can't.
Usually.
I know you used me. I know. I should hate you for that. But I don't. Because I had such a good time with you, Bruce. Did you ever think of me?
Yes.
As your friend? Like a true friend?
Of course. Of course you were my friend.
You are one messed up guy.
Got that right. Got that right. I think we're very close to the end, so we'll see this through its conclusion. Maybe a long episode, but...
You too.
I think the circumstances allow. Gordon was telling me how you found me. Sounds like top-drawer detective work.
It was a team effort. Batman led the charge.
It's not easy to say this, but it looks like you saved my life. I guess that puts me in your debt.
It's what I do. I save people.
It's a shame we couldn't have saved more. I've got a lot of unpleasant phone calls to make. Jim, would you mind giving us a minute? Batman and I have some unfinished business.
I'll go check on Joker's transfer, make sure they don't take any chances. Just try not to rip each other's heads off, okay? We can all play nice now that the bad guy's in cuffs.
So let's see. Alfred, Tiffany, Waller. I think Jim, but I'm not sure. Joker. To name but a few. Not a very good secret is his identity.
You don't have to worry. Our
Catwoman.
stalemate from the roof still stands. I'm pulling out of Gotham effective immediately.
Then why are we still talking?
Tiffany Fox. Riddler's death may have caused a lot of problems, but I won't make her pay for it. I'll leave that to the man who can't stand killing. I know you think I'm the devil, but I want you to understand. I didn't see things going down like this. I let the mission get out from under me. Never really regained a solid footing.
I don't want to hear it, Waller. Save it for your bosses in DC.
They don't give a damn how the sausage gets made,
Yeah.
as long as they still get their cookout. This is me and you talking about where things went wrong.
Well, like you going to use the
I just
virus.
came here to round up the pact. Quick and easy.
And if Riddler led you to Sanctus, that would have been a bonus.
Listen. Everything I did for the greater good.
Including the
to
virus.
protect Gotham, to uphold the law, to make the world a safer place.
Whatever your reasons, you went too far. You escalated things on the bridge. You got people killed. And coming after me? What were you thinking?
You sided with that maniac. What was I supposed to do? Give you a medal? You act so high and mighty. At the end of the day, you're just a rich guy with all the toys beating up on lunatics.
I deal with criminals who threaten my city.
You're so far up your own ass, you can't see the truth.
I mean, there's some
You're
truth
as
in
nuts
that.
as any of them. Avesta had you pegged the minute she walked in your office. She started listing off your pals. All those friends of yours who went cuckoo. You didn't even flinch. Because you're one of them.
How do you think I catch them? I need to be to do what I do.
I'd have to agree. We're done here. Signal the withdrawal.
I'm not gonna miss her, that's for sure. So, here we are, once again. Gotham's safe because of you. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it felt pretty good getting my hands dirty. Just like old times, huh? Truth is, after I got ousted, I didn't know my place anymore. Turned into an old guy in civvies, lurking around crime scenes.
We have to work together, Jim. Solve cases. Lock up the scum who terrorize our streets.
I'd like that.
So would I.
I gotta take this. Wife probably saw the news. See you around, Batman. Don't be a stranger.
Like we repaired the relationship there. Got lots to do about Tiffany. I thought he was shot from a gun. I must have missing. Hang on. Yeah, that's her.
Tiffany, we need to talk.
Yeah, I figured.
You're hurt.
It's nothing. I saw you take much worse. Joker was going to cut Waller ear to ear. I had to create a distraction.
It was certainly distracting.
Huh. My confession. It took you by surprise, didn't it? I just couldn't keep it in anymore.
You know I don't condone killing. Not even scum like Riddler.
Yeah,
I've been dreading this moment.
I'm clean about it.
Especially since I learned who you are under that mask. I was afraid of what might happen if you found out. I guess I was hoping you never would.
Why didn't you talk to me sooner?
I wanted to work with you, to be part of your mission.
But you kept this from me. A murder?
I know. I'm sorry. I knew this would ruin everything.
You were right.
Riddler tore my family apart, Bruce. My mother hasn't left the house since the funeral. And Luke? He just lashes out.
I mean, she was emotionally wrecked.
It broke all of us. I won't ask for forgiveness. But I hope you can understand why I had to do it. I just felt so powerless. Like my life was crumbling around me.
Gotta understand the
psychological. Revenge is an impulse, one to be checked. I can't condone it. But I do understand it.
Thank you. That means a lot. I couldn't bear it if you despised me.
No. But...
So,
you
where do we go
bad
from here? I suppose this puts me on your most wanted list. Rather than us working together.
The fact is, she came clean when it wasn't in her interest to do so. She exposed herself for the crime she'd committed. She regrets it. And it was a human reaction when you're under emotional distress. That's why there is the defense of... Why there is... what is it? Mens rea, is it? You've got to have the mind to be guilty of the crime. Why there is the insanity defense, temporary insanity, which usually doesn't work, people think it does. It usually doesn't. I don't condone what she did, but I think she's salvageable. More so than John was, it seems, in the end.
If you want to fill your father's shoes, you need to learn right from wrong. You need someone to teach you.
You're giving me a second chance?
Think of it more as a sentence. You'll have to work hard for your redemption.
I promise I won't let you down.
Then let's get started.
She's a fly girl. He's gliding, she's flying. Looks like it's longer than I thought. I'm going to go very long on this. Next time we join will be The Enemy Within. No, not The Enemy Within, I'm sorry. The Wolf Among Us.
I was going to write a note, but I'm not a coward. At least I don't want to be.
Yeah,
not anymore. Then again, this won't be the first time I've found my courage in a single malt.
Courage for what?
Are you quitting or holidaying?
Saying goodbye. I'm leaving, Bruce. It's time I went in search of better pastures.
You just need rest, Alfred. Why don't you take a long vacation? Like we talked about. Someplace in the sun, on the other side of the world from Gotham.
I rather think this vacation will be permanent.
Fair enough, Alfred.
But why?
This war of ours is not what it was when we started. I no longer have the stomach for it. It's not sustainable. At least not for me.
Come on, Alfred. You know I can't do what I do, what we do, without your help.
Well, maybe you don't have to do it at all. Our mission used to be so clear.
And now it's muddy.
Catch the criminals, lock them up. But nothing is clear anymore. At least not to me. Now everything has become so grey.
Grey? Talk to me, Alfred.
We used John Doe, exploited his friendship to get you into the pact. We took advantage of someone you met in an asylum, for God's sake. Someone clearly challenged with a proven tendency to violence.
I'll admit that wasn't our finest moment, but at the time it seemed like our best course of action.
Precisely my point. Our best judgment is no longer good enough.
Mistakes were indeed made.
You empowered John Doe, kept him close when you should have put him away, inspired him to become something far more dangerous than he ever was.
But maybe he can be...
What's your point?
Sometimes it's as if Batman creates the evil he means to destroy. For all our good intentions, I fear we only make things worse. A dreadful thought, I know, but one that keeps me awake at night.
Oh, please. There were plenty of criminals around before Batman showed up. I put most of them in jail.
Two-Face, Cobblepot, Lady Arkham, Joker. All they have in common is you.
Yeah, but
anyone who comes into contact with us suffers. Lucius is gone. Tiffany has blood on her hands. I foolishly thought bringing her in might make things better. As if her enthusiasm might remind us how things were in the beginning. We put her in danger on her first day, dodging machine guns at a crime scene. The lives we touch are touched by pain. Friends, colleagues, innocents. No one is spared.
That's a price I'm willing to pay. In war, there are always casualties. But it doesn't mean you give up the fight.
I've served in my share of wars, Bruce. More even than you.
Yeah.
There are some fights you cannot win. One thing is for certain, my tremors are gone.
I want to take a personal reflection here. The only person as a child I ever made a hero, or heroine actually, was Boudica, the Iceni Queen. when her husband, King Prasutagus, died, who was a client king under the Romans, this was in England, way back at 61 AD that a revolt occurred. He split his lands between his daughters and the Roman Empire in the hope the Romans would not take it all. The Romans took the land, raped his daughters, and flogged his wife and their highborns with whips, etc. There was no way, but I mean, some say it came close, but honestly, there was no way Boudica would draw enough of an alliance between the Celtic tribes to beat the Romans. She sacked 3 towns, but there was no way in the end that she could win, honestly. Not with some of the things they did on both sides. But after what she'd been through, sometimes, even if you can't win, you have to fight. In case you're wrong. This, and I'm well aware in the end she did as bad to the Romans as they did to her, don't get me wrong. This is their Batman position. Yes, this fight might not be winnable, but we can't stop fighting.
It's great news, Al.
They stopped the minute I made the decision to go. I thought it was the kidnapping with Lady Arkham that caused them. Some kind of residual trauma. But I had it wrong. This sense of powerlessness I've been feeling, it came from something I saw in you. The tremors, the fainting spells.
Alfred, I'm so sorry. I've caused you so much pain.
No, please, don't misunderstand me. Let me explain. Your father was driven by an obsession, by a need to control. He rushed headlong into the darkness, thinking himself invincible, oblivious to the cost. Just like you.
Not like me. I chased that darkness away.
And yet, history is repeating itself. I'm more certain of that with every passing day.
Okay, maybe I am more like my father than I want to admit, but our paths are different.
Can't you see? The paths may diverge, but they end in the same place. Face down in an alley, shot in the dark by criminals in some godforsaken corner of Gotham.
He may not be wrong on that.
I won't be witness to that. I won't bury you, too. I stood by and did nothing while Thomas destroyed himself, along with everything he loved. I enabled him, like I've been enabling you. Realizing this, I've never felt so helpless. I wanted things to be different for you, my boy. You deserved a better life than the one I gave you. I failed you, and for that I'm sorry.
We failed each other, Alfred. My obsession, my relentless effort to stop crime. I should have seen the harm it was causing you.
A father takes care of his son, Bruce. Guides him through the world. Not the other way around.
The son impacts the father too. He's right,
well, but don't want to miss my flight.
It's illogical to say
there's always traffic around the airport.
The other way. Tell him you love him, Bruce.
You don't have to do it, Bruce.
Yeah.
There are other ways of doing good in the world.
I do have to do it.
But you pour everything into your bloody crusade, and I know you too well to hope you'll ever change.
Oh God, Alfred. Sometimes
You're right,
you have
Al.
to fight.
It's who I am. I will always be Batman. And that will never change.
I know. Rubbish goes out on Tuesday, and there's lasagna in the freezer. I'm sure you'll manage.
that was a powerful ending. Left some things undone, like Catwoman and so on, but over the season, your relations have been affected by your actions and decisions within the story. Evaluating your relationship choices, your choices are ready. Harley Quinn.
You got that look in your eye, the kind that says you're trouble.
You and 50.1% have dismissed her importance to the agency. Agency asset. Harley was ecstatic that the heist Wayne Enterprise went off without a hitch. He loved that Bane was behind the convoy raid, allowing her to take control of the pact. Harley genuinely came to trust you after you exposed Catwoman as a thief of Riddler's laptop. Harley was heartbroken when you convinced John to subdue her. While she still works for the agency, Harley worries she's just another one of Waller's pawns. No. Okay. Amanda Waller.
Thunderbolt!
Director of the
I'm
agency.
the whole goddamn hurricane!
40.2% of players remain in a stalemate with her. Waller was furious that you tampered with her witness after Riddler's first resurfaced in Gotham. He appreciated you reaching out to her after your first fight with Bane. Waller was thankful that you maintained your cover with the Pact for as long as you could. He declared you an enemy of the state for siding with John Doe on the Gotham Bridge. Though your stalemate with Waller stands, he left Gotham as your enemy. Jim Gordon.
Gotham's safety is slipping out from under me and I can't stand it!
Almost 60% of players accepted Gordon's apology. Gordon was humbled that you would trust him with your secret association with Lucius Fox. When Waller berated you for tampering with her witness, Murray Gordon supported you. He was hurt when you called Waller instead of him to help you after Bane's initial attack. Gordon was disgusted that you sided with the criminal Catwoman instead of the law. He was grateful when you forgave him for losing his self-control and letting Waller get to him. Catwoman. Not good.
I weighed my options and what can I say? I don't like to lose.
Agency asset. You and just over a third of players made no deal with Waller on Selena's behalf. After her return to Gotham, Selena was irritated by your assertion that people never change. She was touched. You went against Gordon to warn her the GCPD was on her trail. She was disappointed that you rejected her help in cracking Riddler's laptop. Selena felt betrayed when you blamed her for the theft of Riddler's laptop. You left Catwoman's fate up to Waller, and she reluctantly serves on the agency's covert task force. Suicide Squad. Tiffany Fox.
I won't let you down.
Fully 80% of players took Tiffany under your wing. Or under their wing, that should be. Tiffany felt betrayed when you admitted your involvement in Lucius' death. She was worried for you when you told her to hide while you helped Harley steal the Codex key. After she realised you were working with the agency, she regretted calling the GCPD on you. She was at first confused, but then completely blown away when you told her you were Batman. Now Tiffany is repenting for the murder of Riddler under your watchful mentorship. Manifesta.
Criminally insane. You're drawn to them, aren't you?
The officer. Wayne Enterprises. Just over half of players asked her to come work for you. True. Vesta felt guilty for having survived Riddler's game when her partner Blake didn't. She was apologetic when you chastised her for revealing your secret identity to Waller. Vesta was intrigued that you trusted John Doe to find Harley after she escaped Sanctus. After helping you blackmail Waller, Vesta is hopeful about a new position at Wayne Enterprises. Good person. Alfred Pennyworth.
If a man hides in plain sight for that long, does he forget who he really is?
That's unknown. Alfred Pennyworth. You and 58% of players let Alfred go rather than giving up Batman's crusade. After he watched the footage of Lucius' violent demise, Alfred was filled with vengeance. When you told Tiffany your secret, Alfred was relieved he no longer had to keep it from her. After collapsing in the Batcave, Alfred felt reassured when you agreed that he needed a vacation. He soon became gravely concerned by Batman's continued influence on the vigilante Joker. Alfred left Wayne Manor anguished that your crusade against criminals would consume you. Joker.
We're two threads in the same stitch, bound
all
together, even under strain.
You and 54% of players told Joker you were still friends. John was annoyed when you blew him off at Lucia's funeral, refusing to meet his friends. He was proud that he brought you into the pact, resulting in a successful raid on the agency convoy. John was grateful that you took his advice and blamed Catwoman for stealing Riddler's laptop. After you trusted him in the funhouse, John devoted himself to helping you clean up Gotham. Joker thinks you're as crazy as he is for considering yourself friends. He's not entirely wrong. Did you save Willie or Agent Harrison? You and 70% saved for Willie. Did you take Tiffany into the field with you? 3/4 just over. Took her. Did you agree to hand over Joker to Waller? 2/3 refused to hand him over. Did you give up the cowl so Alfred would stay? The highest percentage chose never to give up being Batman. Alright. That's it. That's the end.
You got that look in your eye, the kind that says you're trouble.
That's the end of Batman, the TellTale series, and Batman the Enemy Within, the second TellTale series. I do not tend to play narrative games again. I'm tempted with this one. I won't do, most likely. But I consider this a fail on my part. I enjoyed it, but I failed. And it's not to do with who lived and who was lost and who went crazy or anything else. It's not to do with losing Alfred or anything like that. I put Batman in the position of trying to do everything in his power to succeed, rather than standing by his emotions, his personality, and his moral code. I betrayed this is what I've said before. The fail isn't who lives and dies. The fail is standing within the narrative and the character, and I betrayed the Batman character. I kind of stayed within it because he would want to win, but I don't think I would have had him done. I would choose differently in a lot of cases if I played a game. But I'm not going to play a game because I've enjoyed it. The narrative is done. Join me next time for The Wolf Among Us. In the meantime, enjoy your coffee. Have a blessed day.